We're live now. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to our Just My Opinion podcast. I'm your buddy, Ari. I'm here with my friend Mike, all the way from Polk County.
Woo-hoo.
Say hi, Mike.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Okay, Madi, I think we're live now. Welcome to our podcast. We're happy to have you all here listening to us for a little bit now, a few minutes, just to talk some stuff out. We're here to talk about our own opinions and have a discussion about specific trending topics, right, Mike?
I would say, yep.
Yeah. What's going on in the world, as well as some movie documentaries and anything that is happening that we like to watch, right?
Yeah, we like to criticize movies like we're Spielberg. So,
Well, I like to criticize everything, but yeah, yeah. We'll focus on that for now.
yeah.
We'll expand our horizons later.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, right. But again, we'll just have a good time here, and hopefully everybody likes it, right?
Yes, sir.
So, I just want to start my venting session, dude. So, how familiar are you with all the CDC guidelines?
Again, I don't know if you heard the intro, but I live in Polk County.
Yeah,
We
there's no CDC guidelines over there.
no. We keep a mask in our back pocket in case somebody requires it.
Okay.
But
Let me.
that's the extent.
I was reading this morning, just two quick bullet points, right?
Okay.
It says that residents and visitors are advised to wear a face covering if social distancing is not possible, right?
Okay.
Second says avoid closed places or spaces, crowded places, and close contacting. Okay, let me tell you something. So this weekend there was what is called a Guaya Guaya Fest. Okay, that is a reggaeton party here in Orlando, outdoors. That I wanted to go so bad, dude, but I couldn't. Anyway, if you Google it, look videos or whatever, it is packed, dude. Nobody wearing a freaking mask.
Just
So, what?
just totally going after it.
Oh, it's a real party. It's a real party. I feel lucky that I didn't go. So now the Puerto Rican government is trying to advise these people to stay and do their own quarantine.
I don't know that it's going to happen. I mean, they can advise it. I think it's smart to cover their ass, but I don't really see
You,
it happening.
I love to go out, right? But I will not go into a place like that
No, why not? Why not? I mean, why wouldn't you
because
just go?
I hate to wear the mask, and I know people are not going to be wearing their mask.
So then why don't you just join other people that don't want to wear a mask?
Yeah, but why are you going to risk it? It's not about me only. These people have families, no? Or friends. Why would I go to that hot mess and then come to your house to visit you with a possible COVID?
Well, I think the big question would be, are you comfortable that if you went, you wouldn't bring, is like your bigger concern that you would bring something back to your family, or is your concern of their
Well, both
families?
myself and everybody else who's around me.
I mean, I don't want to sound selfish here, but it's not their, you know, the moment those people show up, uh, you know, I mean, you ultimately made the decision good for your
Well,
family not to go, but I feel like
yeah,
if you had went, I mean, at that point, everybody else took that same risk. It's not your job to worry about them.
what if I were to go posted videos of being there and then go visit you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Would you let me in?
I mean, I guess like with me, I mean, I didn't invite you over at that point, you know. I mean, bitch, I'd be
I just
like,
show up.
I have a quarantine. No, I mean, you know, that's a good question, but it's hard to ask because like I travel for work typically,
Yeah,
so I'm always on the road
you're by
meeting
yourself, right?
people. I'm sorry.
You're pretty much by yourself, right?
Yeah, but like I'll generally like my customers have salespeople that I have to go with, and then we go meet their customers. And you know, like don't get me wrong, if those people being that I'm working, if they feel more comfortable for me to have a mask on, then I most definitely, without question, have a mask on.
At
But
least
if I walk in and because I'm a salesperson, if let's say that customer is people that like really don't like masks, it makes them uncomfortable for me to put one on. So like you can alienate yourself
Are these
because
like
if they're
private companies, like private places?
yeah, yeah, like
So
they
you
own
have
it.
to wear a mask, right?
Well, you're encouraged to, but if the own like I'm generally meeting with the owners of these businesses. And if the owner is a person who doesn't want to wear a mask, then it only makes me look like a jerk if I'm
Well,
like I'm
in
going to
this
be
kind of
masked up.
parties, in these kind of parties, you look stupid when you wear the mask because everybody else doesn't wear one,
That's what I would be. Yeah, I
right?
would be the guy at the party with the mask on.
Me too. But that's not
Well,
why I don't
not
go.
not at that party. I would have went and thrown down. I think the Puerto Rican community loves me, and I think that I probably would have been on stage. I would have found a way up there. But the fact of the matter is, I do see it as a gray area. Now, this is good though. It's a good topic to discuss. Um, but I mean,
What?
honestly, too, though, what if you get vaccinated? Like, you don't like the vaccine.
No,
If you had the vaccine, let's say you were obligated to get it because of international travel, would you then feel comfortable attending something like that without a mask,
no.
even with the vaccine?
Even with the vaccine, which I haven't got because I don't trust it yet.
Wow, what a Mother Teresa you are.
Yeah.
Just caring because your concern is that you're going to bring something home. Maybe your kids are perfectly fine, but they go to school with somebody's kids who
Yep.
aren't perfectly fine, and then it kills abuela 3 doors down, and you don't even know about it.
Yeah.
That's your concern.
Yeah, I won't go. I wanted to go, man. The videos look amazing. It
I
was
had a free ticket. You should have let me know. I could have hooked you up.
You had a ticket?
My
There's no
brother,
way.
my little brother had a ticket. His new roommate is Puerto Rican. And he was like, hey, bro, my buddy bailed on me. Do you want to go? I swear to God, it had nothing to do with me, but he did ask me. He was like, yeah, there's like a Puerto Rican dance festival. Have you heard of it?
A
I was
dance
like, well,
festival. I love
I
that. It's
said,
a dance festival.
I said, well, is it like a reggae one? And he
It's
was
just a
like,
lot of
yeah.
people grinding on each other.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, you're not ready for that. Don't go. Don't
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, it's fun. It's crazy fun. But I think I did the right thing not going. You know.
So when is going to be the right time for Airy to be on the streets? What if a year from now we got like 1 million subscribers and followers, and they
I,
want us at the Aga Aga Music Festival in Orlando?
it ain't gonna happen. I'll be hiding in my room.
Ah, come on.
No. Dude, it is
This
crazy out there.
guy.
No, I don't know when is right. I don't know. I really like to go out. I just, try to avoid as much crowd as I can.
So are you just going to like wait a year? I mean, you work somewhere that has predominantly a lot of crowds.
I am already
Like, so like,
I'm a high
without
risk
question-
already.
Yeah, you're already at risk. I mean, why don't you just say, fuck it?
Take the mask off too.
Take the mask off. Fuck
yeah.
it. Not at work. I mean, hey, look, the reason I wear one for my job is because, look, they're paying me.
So maybe I
if
just
I'm
need to
getting-
get it. Just get COVID, get out of the way.
Just get it. Next time you see somebody coughing, go there, take a deep breath of that, and just get it over with. Yeah, you won't be able to taste stuff for a week. Put a little extra adobo on it. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Sounds good. Anyway,
I mean, in the island, back in Puerto Rico, I mean, you guys fought off.
back
a
home
lot
we have
more-
worse diseases than COVID. So
Exactly.
we're fine.
Is my point.
Yeah.
Is my point, dude.
I made it till now, so I'm good. COVID is nothing for us.
Exactly. Now I like where your head's at. See, if Goya Goya was this weekend, you'd have been there.
The
You'd have
Goya
been there.
Goya Fest, yeah.
We should have done this on Friday. We could have got you like a last minute ticket, VIP. Do you guys have the Poppy Chulo package available for my friend?
That's a free shot right there. You're asking for it. Anyway, what you got?
Well, I actually had a really good question that we kind of talked about yesterday, but when we were on the phone. But I'm curious just to see if you slept on it. Maybe you watched the movie over. Recently watched that movie Nobody with, I'm going to call him Rob Poe because I really, really butcher his name and I don't want to be rude, but it's,
Try it.
well, let me read it. Let me see if I can find it. I know everybody will be familiar with it because he was on Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
I want to try to say it. Bob Odenkirk. Is that
Rob Odenkirk.
Odenkirk? Odenkirk? I don't know.
I don't know.
Where's the accent at?
Let me see. Maybe it's like a Russian name.
Yeah. He don't look Russian.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. We'll do it by Bob. Bob Odenkirk. Bob Odenkirk. I can say that.
Isn't that what I said? Okay.
Bob Odenkirk.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyways, so it's got him in it, and he did a really, really good job in that movie, but I don't want to give too many spoilers away. But there's a scene in the movie where he's locked in a trunk of a car. It's an action film. And he's trying to escape, and he uses that little latch on the inside of your car that you can pull to open the trunk.
To escape.
From the inside.
Let's be real. To escape.
To escape.
If you're in a trunk,
exactly.
You're trying to escape. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're not just trying to...
Nobody goes in there for a nap.
yeah, exactly. I don't want anybody bothering me. I'm just going to take a nap in the truck.
Let me take a nap. Right here.
So, now, and my thought is when he did that, obviously he's in the back of a car, the bad guys are driving, he's going down the highway, he's plotting his escape, and he cracks the trunk to see where he's at. How does that not alert the bad guys?
Two counties later.
And truthfully, is there an alarm that goes off, like a door dinger alarm that says, hey, the trunk's open?
We talked about it, but I think there's no alarm that works from inside. I mean, for the trunk. For the doors, yes. My first car, back in the day, had some issue. I don't know what it was. That if you try to open the car from inside, the alarm will go off. Isn't that weird?
This I'm aware of because it's thinking like maybe you broke a window and now you're trying to open the door. It's like, gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Like if your trunk is like if the back hatch is open and you opened it from the outside. Now,
what kind of car was it? Because I don't think all the cars have that little latch. That's a new thing.
I think that it's new, like meaning in the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But at the same token, it really, it would defeat the purpose. Like, and I'm thinking worst case scenario. Okay, there's an Amber Alert out. There's a child missing. And this little boy whips up the gumption to say, hey, I'm going to get out of here, right? And pulls that lever and all of a sudden lets the bad guy know, hey, you might want to go check on your cargo. Looks like it's trying to jump out the back. Is it going to say on your dash, trunk open?
It does.
Because you're kind of giving it away.
It does open. It does. It will show it on the dash that it's open. But the alarm, I don't think is going to go. We got to try this. That's what we got to do.
Yeah, because truthfully, it's a fault for any auto manufacturer.
Yeah.
So
in a way, if it has the alarm, this will alert the guy who's driving. So which means you can get out of your car, go back there, punch him back to unconscious, shut it down, let's go again.
Correctamundo.
You're driving. You're on I-4 and the alarm is going off.
Yeah. Like no cop. Like I remember when I was in school, they told us if we were locked in a car, start wiring the taillight and make it blink. Dude, you know how many assholes I see that don't use a fucking turn signal? And you're telling me that I'm going to make a light flash so the cops are going to pull me over? Fuck
So
you.
hear me out.
No way.
Hear me out, which I know it doesn't happen. But why will the alarm go off if you open the trunk, but not go off when you push that seat?
I don't know.
I sounded really stupid there, but it makes sense.
Well, and that's my same question. I mean, and then again, you have to ask yourself, okay, how many times you come out of Publix or something like that and you see some asshole that's not a grown adult that forgot where their car is?
Yeah.
Doing the alarm thing. I'm guilty. I've done it before. Let me just say I'm not perfect, but I try to be better, right? So you're out there hitting the alarm button. You do one of these. Oh, okay, that asshole lost his car or whatever. What if that was a person in that car trying to say, I need some help?
Mm-hmm.
come help me.
You know what happened to me one time? I was coming out of work, and there was this guy. He is mute, right? And he couldn't find his car. He saw me, he knows me, and he wanted me to find his car for him. I could not understand what he was saying. Security came over to help us, and he was trying to draw the car in a piece of paper and trying to write down what color it was and everything so we can help him find his car. There was no alarm. I think it was the funniest thing ever. Here we are, 4 people trying to help this guy who cannot tell us what kind of car he had. It was amazing. But anyway, going back to what we're saying, first, I want to try it. I really want to try it. I'm going to ask my son when we're done. Maybe he can help me out.
Maybe he'll jump in the trunk of the car.
Yeah.
Maybe that won't sound. Hey, son, what do you think about coming out front real quick? Help with daddy out. That's tu papa.
Yeah. He will do it for something. For any kind of snacks. Try it out and see. I don't know. But I think the alarm will go off.
Right? It's interesting, bro.
That is the homework. That's the homework. But anyway, talk about the movie. The movie was great, right?
Oh, yes. On the side note, like the movie itself, in my opinion, was underrated. It also, to its defense, came out during COVID. It looks like it was budgeted. It had a really heavy budget, $16 million to make that movie.
Why? Like, who they pay that much money?
Well, you got to think, I mean, a lot of action in that movie.
Okay.
So you had to pay for trainers, you had to pay for all the breakable, like fake
16
Hollywood
million?
breakable
That's a lot
shit.
of money.
$16 million, and then it made $29.7 million at the box office.
Profit. They got some profit there.
Yeah,
Not
so
enough for a sequel, but
it brought in about 11 million. But I think that this movie's going to be one of those ones where it's going to sit in the marketplace. I mean, look, dude, that came
you'll
out.
see it on TNT next year.
No, I don't think it came out. It came out literally March 26th, so a month ago it came out, and it's already made that much money. I think this is going to be one of those movies.
That's it.
where
It died
it's a slow
already.
burn.
It ain't gonna make more money.
I think it's going to make more money. I just paid $20 for it on Saturday.
That's you. I told you I can hook you up.
But imagine how many other people are watching that, paying for that.
No,
Yeah.
nobody is.
Hey, bro, once it goes out, I think it's going to sit in there. My prediction, that movie makes $50 million by the end of the year.
By the end of the year, 6 more months.
By the end-
Yeah, they should.
I
6
think
more
it will
months.
have
I'm
generated-
gonna give you 6 more months to make 50 million.
Well, I mean, you have to be fair. I mean, these guys, dude, you can't even go to the movie theater now because people like you don't want to wear mask and not wear mask, whatever.
I can't eat no more popcorn anymore because of the braces. It's true.
Maybe you could get like popcorn flavored jelly beans.
No, they will get stuck. My braces.
Jelly beans too?
Yeah,
No jelly
yeah.
beans?
Everything that I eat now is so. I gotta watch everything I eat.
You know, now it just makes me wonder why I've ever seen a fat guy with braces. Because, like, how could you be heavy and have braces if there's a lot you can't eat?
There's no way, right? Maybe unless they just got him on. You got braces? Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. I'm hoping by the end of it all, I'll lose 50 pounds.
They're supposed to be removed in 2 years, and they keep it for 10.
Great. It's the best diet I ever fucking went on. Can't eat anything that tastes good.
Only soup. That's it.
Yeah. A lot of fucking soup.
With a straw.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually
Yeah.
kind of me.
Yeah, right now. It's just like a lot
Now
of
that I'm
broth.
thinking about it, that's me.
A lot of broth options.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know, it's something to consider. You know, maybe Chuck Norris endorses braces in his later years.
I'm gonna make him popular.
I like it. I think you should get the glow-in-the-dark rubber bands on your teeth.
Well, I don't have any rubber bands right now, but if they do tell me that I gotta wear them, I'm gonna ask for something like that.
Glow-in-the-dark? Or do you want me to see if I could get you like some from Amazon that have like the Puerto Rican flag on them?
That would never happen.
What do you... I'm just asking. I think it would be cool,
Representing.
and I think it would fit you,
He's
bro.
smiling every day. Like, to everybody, just smiling. Yeah. Hey.
Get one of them that's
Que
green
bajo!
and tell people that. Damn it! Get one of them that's green and tell people that's your little tree frog.
Yeah.
Keep them right there.
No más. Anyway.
What else did you do yesterday? What'd you do? Did you do anything besides watch the movie?
I did just watch more movies, actually. The thing that I watched that was really, really good was Why Did You Kill Me? The documentary.
I watched this one too.
So, at first I want to try to see if I have MySpace access. Is that a thing anymore?
You know, I don't know if you can pull up MySpace anymore.
You sure? I want to try, yeah. Is that...
I'm sure they don't have an app on the market.
Right? Well, You think there's no app for it?
Oh, MySpace is still around.
Wow, people actually use it?
I mean, I don't know. I can tell you I'm not going on here finding any of my
No,
friends.
there's no app. There's no app for it. Nope.
No, but you can go on. They have like a website domain.
Ooh.
But you can use your Facebook and Twitter
I'm trying to research the app, and it came up to, let's see what it says here. Naughty Dating, adult fun only. Titanic, The Mystery Room. Yeah. I Am Innocent. What is that? Talk to Your Enemy. Protect Your Loved Ones. Yeah. Anyway, there's nothing for it.
Why Did You Kill Me is basically about this really, really nice girl that just comes from a family of. Yeah, I'm white. I can say it.
Well, the show was done. The whole thing happened in Polk County. No, it did not actually. This is California, right?
Yeah, I think it was in California because the cops took like half an hour to get there.
But it was good. The only, what's interesting is that the girl who died was actually the only she was doing good in life, right? The only one of the whole family.
That's exactly why I tried to give her all the compliments.
So they killed her because she was successful. No, not really.
Really putting a twist on the movie when they watch it.
Don't listen to that.
And it is a good documentary because it's one of those ones where you can watch it in like an hour and a half. I think
something like that. Yeah.
I remember numbers really weirdly, and I think that's only like an hour and 26 minutes.
Something like that. Yeah.
I think it
says 83 minutes. What is that? 60 hour 23 minutes. Look at that.
Oh,
yeah,
I was close. Wow. Yeah. But they in that movie though, there were some things I didn't like. I didn't like the recreation with the cars.
I didn't get it. Yeah, I didn't get it.
That was under budget.
That is expensive to do.
It is, and I could see how it made sense. Like it did illustrate the picture, and it's probably how the police.
Now, how long it took him to record the show? Because Mom, there was different scenes with Mom, and some of them she looked younger when she was talking. Some of them she had no teeth. Her hair was different in different parts of the documentary. So it seemed like it took him years to record it, right?
Yeah, and I think Mom was pretty wild.
Wild? I don't know. When you say wild for me, it's like Girls Gone Wild. She was not that.
No, Mom had some skeletons in the closet.
Well, they were all out. They were all out. She, I believe, again, this is just my personal opinion, I think the girl got killed because that family was messed up. The brothers, meaning,
Oh, without a doubt.
And the fact that the mom, with her twisted mind, did that. The girl, what was her, the niece or the granddaughter, made that MySpace profile. Like, who does that?
Well, and encouraged it. I mean, I get what they were doing, like their own investigative thing, and ultimately it did come to shed more light on everything that she did it. But it's one of those things where I'm like, in today's society, and the level of social media and like tech savvy people out there, if you did some shit like that, like, bro, those people would track you down to your house just for communicating with them.
True. But how did this girl manage to keep these guys' attention? Think about it. They don't show this in the documentary, but my view of this is that there probably was showing some titties out there. Something had to happen.
Google Images.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
How do you keep these guys who apparently were like, killers or something like that? How do you keep them interesting?
You just got to speak their language, bro. And it appears to me that
When she
Grandmammy,
took over, when she took
back
over,
in the day-
she started those conversations.
yeah, she made it
Again,
wild.
they don't show these things, but I'm pretty sure there was a lot of whatever it was, pictures, or even what they were saying to each other had to be, very hardcore to keep that attention.
Well, and even the cop said that he wished they would have let them know.
She almost killed him. She planned it.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I mean, and for one, she wouldn't have finished it. I think that she would have gotten like a couple rounds off,
Yeah.
and one of those cholo guys
They
would
would've
have
killed her.
Would have.
She would have been dead, yeah.
There's
But she didn't
no
care.
way.
So
Touche. I mean, it was definitely. I say 3.5 stars.
from the beginning, I
my
thought
point
the
of view.
family was messed up. And as soon as she tried to be honest about her past, that's when it got really interesting. But for me, it was really funny to actually see what I was thinking already.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I
They
think
show the records of the whole family. They're all messed up. It was so funny. I was like, now you got my attention.
yeah, and then the brother omitted it. He was like, "All right, I got some secrets," in the closet. I hadn't said anything about it. And dude, he was all gangster and stuff. This guy, bro, he was just, yeah, this is how we did it, and da 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 da.
Why didn't they did interview
like
the
her.
husband? Why?
Because he was on drugs.
They were all on drugs. They were in the documentary.
But her and the husband separated. If I recall, her and the husband separated. That's why she was living at home with her crazy family in the first
And?
place. And the husband was gone on drugs. He was somewhere else.
Oh my god.
He was gone. He was gone. Do you think this man couldn't keep his shit together for his wife when she was alive? What, when she dies? Hey, I just figured I'd come check on
Yeah.
this shit, man. I've been across town doing a little bit of methamphetamine, but
You can tell.
No, bro,
Why is it
that
that
guy's
it
not coming
eats
back.
their teeth? Why is it the meth?
Well, I mean, not all drugs are.
But meth will knock your teeth out.
Maybe the pipes just get really hot. I don't know. It's probably because they're putting fucking chemicals in that
Yeah.
shit.
But
And then now you're trying to breathe this thing like you're a V8
I've seen
engine.
so many
You can't do
shows,
that.
documentaries, and all that kind of stuff, movies about, and it has something related to meth. It's so bad that when I go out and I see people's teeth, that's the first thing I think. Are they on meth?
Let me tell you, it makes no sense. And I know that there's a scientific answer to justify this, but let me just throw this out there. And I don't want to be slaughtered by somebody that definitely knows the right answer.
They will
But-
anyway.
Okay, so if you close yourself in the garage with your car running, you will die from carbon monoxide poisoning, right? Okay, but we live on a planet that has, it's got the atmosphere and it holds shape as a circle, as a
Yeah.
ball, because it's trapped air and stuff like that, right? So how the fuck, all these years of cars being on the road, aren't we just driving in a big ass garage and are people just dropping dead?
There's some holes out there.
There's got to be. Somebody's got to bend.
It's filtering
They're letting
somewhere.
this puppy
Yeah.
breathe every few years. Elon's, that's why Elon's running missiles into space and shit. He's got to pop a leak in that thing. Got to let it off gas. We've got to get some of this out of the ozone. We really,
The other day
destroying
I was leaving
know.
to work, going to work, and I turned my car on, and my mom popped her head through the door, and that's the first thing she said: "Open the door, you may die. Open the garage door, you may die." I said, calm down, I will.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How the hell I mean, I know, like I said, we've got to get a scientist or somebody on the show. I mean, it would really
Yeah.
get dry. But, you know, the thought of the matter is there's like essentially you're putting carbon into the atmospheric pressure. I don't know. I'm just using big words, but you know, you're putting a bunch of stuff out there,
Yeah.
and there is no release valve.
Going back to the documentary, right? How these people fall. There's a show about this, but how do they fall in love through social media like so fast? They have never met, and they're chatting, and this Mexican guy fell for the girl right away. Like, I love you.
Well, and you know that was a different time though. With MySpace, I feel like it was easier.
It
It
still
was like
does.
that. Like you would. Yeah,
He,
really?
what is
There's
it
people out
called?
there
What
that
is this
still fall
MTV
for
show
that shit.
called?
I mean,
Catfish. They're
well,
well, that's a
that
whole
show.
different thing.
I
But
mean, I haven't watched.
they fall in love on social media. How?
Well, but that still surprises me. I get it if you're on like a Tinder or a Plenty of Fish or some, you know, like some type of dating
Yeah.
platform
But
website.
if I've never met you,
But
we're
if
talking
you're
for a year.
on,
These people have years of relationship online, for years, and they love each other and they want to get married. And it's not happening because you haven't met this person. How can you say you're in love with that person?
it's hard for me to say, you know, because there's a Persian princess in Baghdad right now who I've been supporting for 2 to 3 years, and you know, just before COVID, she was going to fly over here and be with me forever. But you know, so I'm a little biased going into that
It is
show.
messed up.
You know, I don't know. I watch that like I watch my 600 pound life.
Oh,
When I see these people, like, how am I supposed to feel bad for you? Like, unless you have a medical issue that is out of your control, like, you know, like a thyroid problem.
the
Like, you can't
doctor,
really
he's
control your
against
weight
it.
as much, right?
Like, the guy is funny.
Yeah,
The
like,
doctor.
but if you're just fat and you're like, oh well, it all started when my cat died back
Yeah.
in '98, and then I ate a Twinkie and I felt better, so then I ate a box
Hell
of
no,
Twinkies
they don't
when
eat
my
Twinkies.
Gigi
Those
died.
people eat buckets from KFC. Buckets. That's just
Bro, that
breakfast.
is gross.
Buckets of KFC.
Dude, imagine. Have you ever thought about this, bro? Imagine. You notice how they always wear
Yeah.
pajama pants
Yeah.
because they're stretchy. Imagine when that fleece comes off them bad puppies. I bet that dog is barking, and you know what I'm talking about. I,
That is so. I don't want to think about
dude,
it. This.
That's what I think about every time I watch that show. So I'm like, man, I bet that house stinks. I bet it stinks in there. You never
No.
see like a clean, obese person.
No.
Like, yeah, look, I'm
There
gonna
was
let
this
myself
kid
go, but my
who
house is gonna be
he threw up on the
spotless.
golf cart. I don't know if you saw that episode. They put him in the back of the
Yeah.
golf cart, and they have to go up a little hill, and he literally slid from the golf cart, and he is screaming like a maniac that he broke something. It is again, it's not supposed to be funny, but I think it is. I'm telling you, it is painful to watch. It is painful that they allow themselves to get to that point.
It is extremely sad, bro. And I don't and like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not a total asshole, but I'm sorry, like, when you put your 600 pound life on fucking television for people to watch, they're gonna have an opinion of it. And dude, if you're fat, you're fat. Like, the part that kills me is when these people go to the doctor and they start to make a change, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna believe that Diane's gonna lose 350 pounds. And sometimes they really do, and they hold it off, and I'm really happy. But 9 out of 10 episodes, they go to the doctor, they lost like
Yeah.
15 pounds, and then they go home and they have a celebratory
Yeah.
fat meal.
But and everybody around them
And it's like a
enables
fat
them,
feast.
right? Which is kind of interesting because they say that they do everything for that person because they either get mad, they start arguing, yelling, and I'm like, and what is that person going to do when they get mad? Are they going to run after you? Right?
Not get out of bed.
You need to
Not
get
out of bed
better.
and
You need to
me.
get healthy. This is what you're eating. You don't like it? What are you gonna do? Like, what can they do? Maybe then.
I bet if you came between that fat woman or fat man in that show and a bucket of chicken, and said, if you want that last chicken thigh, you get off
I
your
would.
ass and get it. That they will roll. At that point,
Yeah.
they don't have any pride. It's gone.
It is sad
They're
because the whole
rolling over
family suffers too.
He's
Huh?
generally fat. The
Nah,
whole family's
not
usually
everybody.
fat
It's
too.
just the whole family has to suffer because they have to take care of that person 24 hours a day. Feed them, help them take a
What
bath, you
kills
know?
me is when the boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
is skinny. Do you ever see that a lot? It's always the boyfriend. And I say this not to be discriminatory towards the ladies, but I feel like women are smart enough not to stick with a 500-pound man. Like, hey, he's not going to change.
There's one. There was like brothers and sisters, and the
Men,
three of them were doing it. I don't know if you saw that. Well, when the girl gets on the scale, the brother goes, "Damn!" and he's only what 10 pounds lighter than she is, and he is making fun of her. I thought that was hilarious.
well, and that's where it throws me off. Like when you see them, and it's like they're betting on these people getting a weight loss
I
surgery.
get really happy when they do.
So that
Actually, the show is recorded for like a whole year, right? It's taped for a whole year, and it's good to see when they lose a lot of weight.
Well, and some people do like to be nice a little here is I mean some of those folks they do need the help or the motivation and I totally respect the ones that like are able to go on there
Hmm.
and change their lives, but I have no respect for the ones that don't because I have seen the episodes where people on that show make a huge change and commit and they want to stick it out. Like I'm not bashing them because they got a fucking problem. Like if you got a problem and you find a way to fix it, then great. But if you waste everybody's time, your family's time, like you said, I mean, a lot of these people's families are
Yeah.
always around and looking out for these people, and it's a big burden on their fucking lives that like they got to be there all the damn time wiping your fat ass. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm after the first 400 pounds, we're not friends no more.
Shit.
I'm not wiping your ass. I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
And just the sex life, like that's just
They have one. Have you seen them when they have
yeah,
children? I'm like,
yeah.
how the
It
fuck
has
do
to
you
be
know she was
really hard to
pregnant?
do.
Hell, I was 8.5 months before I knew.
But you know what? I know people that cannot have kids because they're overweight and they're like probably under 200s. And then you see somebody who's over 600 pounds and they're able to have a kid. How does that work, right? Like, how do you even know that you're pregnant?
And you know what's bad is I've heard rumor that some of those children are born with diabetes because
Oh,
of shit
wow.
like that. So like you can pass some of those traits and inadvertently. And again, we're not doing this show to be medically factual or overly serious,
Never.
but like I've heard of these kids being born with fucking diabetes and like
Yeah.
they're fat. Like you made a fat baby, and like normally that's cute, but like you might truthfully be damning
Yeah.
this child from the get go. And who's going to take care of it? I don't want to be breastfed by that. Yeah,
It's like an addiction, right,
yeah.
to food? That's what it is.
It really. I've heard rumor that there's porn sites out there where you can pay money just to watch a woman
An
feed
OnlyFans,
herself.
what do you call them?
No, no, no. Like there was like before OnlyFans. Like I've heard back in the day. Like
What
there's
do they
other
do?
third-party
Like,
websites out there.
and
They
that's.
just eat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they were going to do something with the food, but.
No, no, it's not anything sexual like that. It's sexual to see them eat. So guys will sit in chat rooms and tell them like, eat that sandwich over there and don't wipe your face. Get the fuck out of here, bro. There's no way. Oh yeah, baby. Turn
Eat
me
that
on
turkey
right
leg.
now.
Eat that turkey leg.
Not one of those people is normal.
Yeah.
Anybody.
It is an addiction.
Like it's gross. It's gross. I mean, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to guilt anybody.
Well, you already did.
But fuck that. That's gross. That's nasty. Like there's just some stuff you don't do, bro. And
Well, it's like the other
That's
show.
gross.
What's it called? The Hoarders. That is some nasty shit.
now hoarders is
Yeah.
wild, bro. Like that's a real issue in the world. Like I've had buddies that were police officers that
Yeah.
said they went in houses and like had to crawl,
How can you live like that?
physically crawl
These
through
people-
the house.
I saw a
to
lady
find
that had
the
she, like
body. To find-
more than 50 cats in her house. Like, that was disgusting. There's no way that you think that is normal.
I'm already weird about cats. Like, I will say, cat owners, people that want to be cat owners, you can tell a good cat owner from a bad cat owner. And you can probably do this with dog people too, and I'm oblivious to it because I have a dog and I love dogs. But good cat owners keep
Yes.
the litter box clean, keep it, like where you hardly even
But
notice
when
it's
you're at
there when you're
work,
a guest.
yes, when
Bad
you are
cat
at
owners.
work and one of your coworkers is covering cat hair, you know there's some nasty shit happening at home.
I feel like they play a lot of
That
video games. You ever notice that?
I'm a
Like it's always
professional
very
gamer.
reclusive and a lot of Mountain Dew. A lot of Mountain Dew. Like nobody in their family's told them about a
Yeah.
lot of sugar. It's just somebody's just
Yeah.
saying, "Come here, I want
Yep,
to
and a
fucking
lot of sour
go."
gummies. That's what they do.
And yeah, man. I mean, and
Yeah.
there's just cats. And I don't. There's just something about nasty cats, bro. And I'm like, how are you gonna wash that thing? They're like, well, I would wash it, but the claws come out. Take it to somebody and
Well,
put
they can
that
take the
fucker
claws
down
out,
for an
right?
hour and wash it. Yeah, but people don't like to do that. They say it's inhumane.
What's
I'm
inhumane?
like, well, what's inhumane
To
is you
to
letting
remove.
this thing
Why?
taking the claws out because now it can't
Yeah, but they
defend
live
itself in
inside.
the wild. I know, but I feel like some people are always thinking that, what if the
Well,
cat
then,
got out? And like, here comes Fight.
then
What
you
if
out.
Fico
You're
the dog
gone.
comes to eat that
Our
ass?
dog when was younger, younger, used to run away. I don't know if you remember that. And we always
No.
have to drive and go find the dog somewhere in the neighborhood. And I used to tell my wife, at one point I got so tired, I said, you know what? Maybe that dog doesn't want to leave with us. Maybe that dog is not meant to be in this home. Maybe that dog wants to be free, go to a different family that can make him happy. If you have to be after a cat or a dog all the time because they run away, that means they don't belong to you. Let them go. It's time to move on. Get a new pet. Get a fish.
So you were gonna just let the dog go? Just
Yeah.
fuck him? Just let him go? Let Chico roam?
Chico!
Hey, Chico's my dog, man.
It's true. I'm not going to be running after a dog all the time. Not my thing.
You say this, and I've seen you with that dog, and that dog
But I
loves
don't
you.
run after it.
It's like
I
your
did
pharaoh.
one time and I thought I was going to pass out after. Anyway, thank you everybody for listening.
Well,
We'll be
thanks
back
for
hopefully
listening.
next week, Mike
That's
and I, and
my
have a little
opinion
more chatting here
with
and just have a good time and laugh with you guys. So, thank you for listening.